This is the Meta 1 month overview reading for the month of November 2023. It's currently September 26, 2023, 3:08 p.m. Eastern Time. Meta at the time of this reading in extended hours is $298.89. That's USD. The shuffle file that we're about to play for the November reading was created on September 3rd, 2023 at 3:17 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video right here. All right, so the overall theme, this is a pretty clear monthly. When we cross-reference it with the November cluster from the 2023, it becomes a little bit tricky because what I see is two lows on either side of a high, and we'll get into that. That's what the overall theme here is a move higher through resistance. We stay above it briefly, and that's resistance on a multi-day scale before breaking back down through that same price level with a full retracement back down to where the move higher started. And it makes like a capital A in the English language. Like, you know, you have the triangle, and then the price, the resistance that you break through momentarily would be like the horizontal line that goes through it. It's crossed with an opportunity in the midst of a decline to open up a long position or close short positions. And then behavior around the highest high for the month, we have a breakout there. And my sense is that we most likely have a higher price level. Yeah, see, this is a cross-reading congruency, guys. Look at this. In December, we've got the Ace of Wands here as the high correlator for the December high, and it's also okay. So it correlates to the December high cluster is the same. It also correlates on the 1 year. Right here, it correlates on the 1 year too. That's why it's filled in to the Hermit card. So there's a high correlation here in December on the 1 year. And then when we look at it here, we've got, not only do we have the Princess of Wands, which is very pretty much similar energy to the Ace of Wands, but then in the sneak preview, we've got the Ace of Wands for December. That's a cross-reading congruency that really makes me feel pretty strongly that we're correct about this being a highest high. We may have a high. I think the high that we have on the 1 year here in October probably takes place here in early November, and then we have a higher price level. It's the same high or a higher one actually, because it's a Princess of Wands here too. That's another indication. It's almost like a cross-reading congruency. If you give it 2 weeks of wiggle room, it becomes a cross-reading congruency here. The Princess of Wands right here, which also correlates to the highest high significator on the 1 year as a highest high location. And then we see it here at our highest high for the month. So this is looking pretty strong, actually, not so tricky after all. Behavior around the lowest low, we have a pop and drop, and that's just more chart behavior, very similar to what I was talking about. It's a similar energy to what, as far as chart behavior goes, to this move higher through resistance to the love card, and then a full retracement back down. It's more pronounced, I think, with the Hermit card. It's more pronounced of a move. So what it means is that we have a low on either side of a high. We're gonna get into where the highest high and the lowest low are for the month to the day, as well as the best trades and the chart information in just a moment. We want to take a look here and see how we were doing on the September reading. I think we did pretty well. I may have said in the recording for September that it was difficult to determine where the high was and not actually pinpointed one. I was picking up on a crest here around the 5th, 6th, and you can see